Hello and welcome to Ranked Ramble, the first one of 2024. So this episode is going to be a little bit of a summary and a little bit of game commentary. First match here is against Mage, whatever that name is, I can't pronounce it. You'll notice we have a new variation of the Niv deck. We're using Urion here. I'll just give a quick breakdown of the deck before we go into the topics of what we're doing next year. We're playing a variation of the Niv Learn deck that is still playing the Amalia Benavides combo. But we are running a line where we're not running as many copies in the main deck, and we're looking to either go for a primary value like Niv, grind them out mid-range style, with the potential of comboing out of anywhere. Basically, we're putting Amalia to plan A, point B. Plan A is still Niv value, go, learn package, get value that way. Another change is, as we've gone up to 80 cards, we are running a Neoform package. So we're running Eye Twitch and Deathrite Shaman as our 1-drops that can be Neoformed into 2-drops to grab us either a bit of the combo that we need. Also, we get value of them if they're on the field or if they die in the phase of that. But the big clincher here is that we've also got lines that we can do from there. If we have a 2-drop, we can turn that into a Wandering Mind. 3-drops, Wandering Minds go into our Edgar, and obviously if we have Edgar, we can Edgar into a Niv and still have Edgar flipped for later. You'll see these lines in the video as we go through it. Deck list is below, please enjoy. You just watched us get ruffle stomped by a really good Righteous Valkyrie draw. Please don't take that for the full extent of the deck. When the combo comes up here, I'll explain it. But what we're going to primarily talk about here is the plans in 2024. So I'm basically just going to go down into a full focus. I basically got to the end of the year and I looked at my decks in Arena and I had no word of a lie, I swear, about 50 different decks with just different things I was trying, and it was a mess. So what I'm going to do here for simplicity, I'm going to have single decks for the formats I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus more on fun casual brews or lines and synergies in shorts and other stuff. There's going to be one Explorer deck, one Timeless deck, one Brawl deck, one Historic deck. As that goes, that's the plan moving forward. I mean, I'm still going to do EDH. I'm going to do all the variations I have of Niv and that. But I'm going to cover more tech and lines and things I like with that. As well as that, I'm going to be doing story time. So just things I've read on Reddit, things that have happened at LGSs or tournaments I know of, and ask for opinions on it. The first one of those is going to be, alright, here we go. We have now basically got the combo at instant speed. They make a creature and we just go off here. We naturally drew into that one, but you can see how if we could have gone with whatever we needed. One thing I will say, and this is a point I want to make out here, has Arena tightened the clock on Amelia's combo? Because I know that it's becoming like one of the most played decks because life game decks are really popular. But I swear the sand timer is running quicker and coming up faster for this now when you're doing the Amalia combo. I wonder, that's a conspiracy theory that's totally invalid. But yes, our plans for 2024 are going to be more deck focused. We'll have one Pioneer deck, one modern deck, and we'll go through that. I'm planning to do more shorts to basically cover little pieces of tech and little bits of information and reviews of cards. But again, as we said, there's nothing too crazy, but that's where we stand. That's what we're ultimately looking at. I'm going to continue the Ranked Ramble series. I've really enjoyed doing it. It's just something to spice up the gameplay. Like, I can do the cold play for play like I do on some other ones, but I don't think that will be too interesting. I'm still trying to do live commentary, but I'm not that good at doing it and focusing. I'm going to blame dyslexia on that, but you know, it is what it is. But yes, so one other thing I decided I was going to put into, because we had a lot of time on this one, is what I would like to see / predictions for the year. As we wait for an opponent who's, I'm going to assume, just having a bad connection. So, I'm going to do a little prediction for each set. Well, not each set, little predictions here. I'm going to do 3. So, my first prediction is by the end of 2024, Explorer will still be a thing on Arena. We will not have Pioneer. And I believe primarily for that, I believe that the success of, well, the perceived success of Timeless will result in them putting in more silly little things like Timeless Masters, and put more emphasis on that because they can just charge insane, you know, they can do, not, what's the packs called? Anthologies? They can do Timeless Anthologies now. And they can be like, hey guys, here's 17 more mythics you need, better buy some wildcards. They'll prioritize that over setting up Pioneer. Speaking of Timeless, my second prediction is, I know they're not going full bans, but I think the first things, this is a bold prediction, I think we will see a restriction on Mishra's Bauble. Reason for that is it's a 4 of Delirium Enabler cantrip spell, 0 cost cantrip, that I want it gone from all formats. I don't like 0 cost free spells, and I've said it before, but we're going to have many of that going forward. And my third prediction, and this one's a little bit more bold here, I'm predicting that we are going to see in Modern Horizons 3 that there will be a cycle of 3 mythics that will be all enchantments. So the free spell cycle will be enchantments. But right now I'm going to focus back on the gameplay here. You can see that we have an Amalia in hand, and now we can set up a line to go off here. So first things first, our opponent's got nothing. They're on 72 life. I'm going to get a bunch of 1/1s, so it's not over, but let's Amalia. Then we cast Neoform on iTwitch. iTwitch will die, giving us a learn. We're going to grab the Environmental Science because that gives us life. And we will throw out the Wildgrowth Walker. Then we will cast the Environmental Science, triggering the Amalia combo. So as I said, these are lines we can do to it. If we didn't want to go for the Amalia combo for whatever reason, or you see here I'm panicking, so I'm sliping. This is ×2 gameplay, by the way. The clock is not this fast in Arena, so please keep going. I keep Supreme Verdict on top so I can wipe out all of their little creatures, because I'm assuming that they might have a way to get rid of Amalia. But basically, a reason as well I'm doing this is we just win the grind out race here. We have a board wipe, we have iTwitch, we have Klothys, we have potential reloads. We're pretty sorted. But they do find a lay down arms off the top, which is pretty bad for us. But not the worst, because what we can do now is just literally play our land. I'm going to play the iTwitch, and the reason I'm playing the iTwitch here is I'm also then realizing that I don't have double white, so I'm going to play Klothys to buy us some time. The reason I want the iTwitch on the field is I want the iTwitch to die. So here's an interesting fact. They do see that we don't have double yellow, so they go for the kill here. But if they know the learn format very well, if from standard, they would know that the real value of dying a learn creature is getting Mascot Exhibition. And like I said, Mascot Exhibition, combine that with Klothys and our potential top, well, we top deck a white source, so we get rewarded here. So we'll just shock this in and immediately get rid of them. So now we can just grind them out from that way. But yes, so that's the summary of what we're going to have going forward here. And our opponent here gets very slow rolly to just then deploy a 2/2, which really annoys me, so we're going to give him an Oko kiss. It's like the Glasgow kiss, but much more sexualized. Mwah, when we finally win this game. Right, now, as for targets for the year, I want to... I ultimately want to have consistent content. That's my minimum target. My main target as well is, in regards to other MTG content, I would like to gain another LGS at the moment. I'm currently looking because my good one closed down, and the one I've been going to is subpar to say the least for MTG. It's really more of a Yu-Gi-Oh store. And ironically, the Yu-Gi-Oh players were more welcoming than the EDH players for Magic. So the structure for 2024 going forward, as we said here, is going to be quite simple. We're going to have ranked rambles every week. Then we're going to have 2 other gameplay videos that will alternate. I say alternate because Timeless, while I am enjoying it, I have noticed that it's very quickly becoming the Orcish Bowmasters deck. Yeah, Orcish Bowmaster is currently the most played thing, and I see it every other game. And I understand why. Brainstorm is in the format, and it's a blowout if you get it out. So I'll probably do with Timeless, Historic, other decks like that moving forward, see what we can find. I'm then going to alternate probably EDH and Brawl. I mean, I've for a long time discussed the issues I have with online EDH, particularly on MTGO. I've been told to look into Spell Table, and I probably will, but I'm in a very awkward position to do a setup here, and I don't have a webcam. Not a bit, but I'll look into that as we go forward. And the other type of video I'm going to just do is maybe occasionally, like I said, a story time. Where I'll discuss a scenario that happened in a game, or some drama. I don't want to say drama all the time, but some fun, really sick play that I didn't even know existed. Make and go forward like that. Aside from that though, a lot of the shorts will be where we put tech. I won't be doing full tech, well, I will probably do some full deck tech videos if something insane happens. But primarily I'll just be doing shorts that focus on things like really cool synergies. For example, one I want to do is with the Nusahili from Rivals of Ixalan? Lost Caverns of Ixalan, my god. I was mashing together 2 or 3 different things there. From Lost Caverns of Ixalan, the 2-mana Sahili that has the ability of her -2 basically from the old Planeswalker. And obviously there's like combo synergies with her. And I've actually been playing her in the old creature deck. I won't go into the full breakdown of it, but there's a lot of fun synergies and abilities I've seen with her. But I'll put those in shorts, just quick, fast videos you can just see, make you think what you want to do with that. Also going to do fun little content of like things with what I got in paper, what I've opened and what I found. We're just going to move on like that. So that's, like I said, our plan going forward. Now let's get back to the gameplay here. We are up against Prime Real Estate, who appears to be on a mono-black devotion list. They got a Bloodletter of Azakat, which is going to double our life loss, I believe. But I'm just going to wipe it away here because they're mono-black, they probably have removal. I am risking a Thoughtseize to take the Niv, but they just drop a Shieldred, which is fine because the Niv doesn't actually draw the cards. Play a land here. We'll play a Deathrite Shaman, Edict Protection. Our opponent goes for a Murderous Rider to kill our Niv. But also, they go for the Graveyard Trespasser. We have the combo now. we don't block with Death Right. We go to our turn. Absolutely perfect. See, we got very lucky drawing that Sacred Fire here. So we'll drop Amalia. We will do the Death Right Shaman here. Get the Wildgrowth Walker. Oh yeah, we did have it before. We could have gone for the Cosmic Rebirth. So we'll just go for the Sacred Fire here. And we achieve the combo. Our opponent is tapped out, so they are just... Well, they're not dead. They have one draw, or if they have something in their hand that could deal with it, they could do it. But also, we are going to go up to, like I said, 70-ish life. And between Cosmic Rebirth to buy back on Niv and other stuff we can do here, we are just going to run away with this. I am not, so here's the, I want to explain this for anyone who doesn't use this combo. I'm not spamming emotes here. I'm trying to click the Adon as quick as possible, because since I'm not taking a different action, the clock is still winding down for the sand timer. Our opponent concedes to that. So what I'm doing is just clicking so I can click the OK button, because it always shows up in the same location as rapidly as possible. But to be fair, like I always say here, I don't like just showing where the deck performs. I want to show some fair games. So this was the third game we played, and we get, no spoiler here, we get ruffle stomped by Sacrifice. Basically, we just struggle to draw anything. We have a bad draw, and they have what can only be described as the nut here. So I'm hoping for the eye twitch synergy here. Basically, I just want my twitch to chump or die or be removed. But they literally have Oven into Theft effect to sack it, and they get the Learn trigger. They also just have some insane lines here. I think they, because we could use Molten Collapse, sorry, to kill the Witch's Oven. But they literally just have 2 of everything, so we just get grinded out. And I think on game 2 we struggle for lands, so I will let you see how this goes when things don't perform perfectly well here. Again, this deck is fun. I think Amalia combo is going to be something we can insert into a lot of decks. I am looking at it in Pioneer with a similar idea here. Not so much on the eye twitch plan, but more with a... I'm using Signal the Clans and a few other things. But I am probably going to look at a list like this. What I'm doing in Pioneer is more, I'm using a lot more cantrips to just cycle through the deck, gain value, and then incidentally if I draw it, go off with the combo. But yeah, Mayhem Devil just wastes us here. They just have too much, and ironically, Vanishing Verse doesn't kill it. And until we get Lightning Helix in the format, we will not be able to deal with it very well. So, hope you enjoy the rest of the games. Look forward to 2024. We're going to have much more focus. Like I said, we'll have links to updated deck lists as they go. So expect probably more deck lists online. But probably less wacky brewing overall. I'm also probably going to drop the online only series. Basically where I play my Brawl exclusive deck. I'm going to focus purely on one Brawl deck to just synergize it, because until they employ something more efficient than the Hell Q, I really excuse me, I really don't want to brew. I would love to, well, I'd love to brew if I'm honest. I'd love to build like the odd deck. I'd love to get the online deck tuned, but since they only put the effort in of saying, oh, you're playing this commander, so you must be in the Hell Queue, I'm not interested in playing it. Like, I have a friend who loves blue-white control, and he's a huge Teferi mark, like he's loved it for years. Even he's literally, all he's done is he's copied his Teferi deck, 1 for 1, and he's replaced Teferi with Nico Eris. And the deck is just as disgusting. It's a bit less as consistent, but it's still the same disgusting control deck that grinds you out and doesn't let you play. it just has essentially a slow, what's it called, Phoenix's Revelation in the command zone instead of a slow ticky up Planeswalker. And he says the difference between those is insane. He literally goes out with the same decks. He can play 2 different games. And he says, I get like Prismatic Bridges and the Hellq, Risco, Clockmaster, Atraxa, Atali. Then I'll take the same deck with a different commander, literally even just swapping the commander out. And I'll play random Vampire Tribal, random Mono White 1-drop Tribal. Just fun other casual decks. And like he says, it's not always about winning. Like he says, he got ruffle stomped by the 1-drops because he didn't have enough removal or board wipes. But like he says, he just likes some variety instead of the same 5 decks. So until the Hellq is removed or Niv is removed from the Hellq, which I don't think will happen, I think I am probably just going to focus on one single Brawl deck. Or until they change the ranking to the actual cards in the 99. But anyway, enjoy our last match here and see how it goes.